Hello, this is the third game of the best of 5 under 1900 WWPC final. Scores 1-1 so far. Manread taking the first map, Sarah Glaciers. TA4Life taking the second map, Forbidden Pass V4. Now we're on the classic 1v1 map, Loki. Both playing Aeon again as in the previous two games. Also sorry for the breathing noises into the mic. Previous casts, hopefully it won't be so bad in this one. So both going second air as usual on this map, although lately a lot of people have been going third air. Versus Aeon, second air certainly important because Auroras are so weak to air. The later you start air production, the harder it's going to be to get air control. Also a factor to consider if you are thinking of going T2 air in a game, you probably want to go second air rather than third air, so you don't have to catch up in into production if your opponent goes second air. So as usual, first two NGs are gonna grab the tree reclaim to boost the power. Third NG is assisting, which is not unusual. Assisting the commander, that is. So we see 5, 6 PGen second air, 8 PGen third land for Manread, and 6 PGen second air for TA, also being assisted. He has sent 3 NGs however, which is, well, I don't really like it, but not sure it's a mistake. No bombers planned, just inties and scouts for now. Manread on the other hand has a bomber coming down the line, and this flare for TA has already grabbed a kill somewhere. He must have killed his scout, I'm sure, but I can't find the wreck at the minute. There goes the scout. I believe it was a scout. Oh, this flare could be very painful. It's a great spot to get a lab. Yeah, we will see a land factory, because of course as Aeon you can just spam some T1, your T1 tanks across this pond. It's quite a nice advantage for Aeon. Just grab this first NG. I think he's gonna grab the second, as long as he keeps an eye on this. It's an easy kill. And if he doesn't, oh, there he goes. That's huge. Extremely painful for Manread that his Hydra will be delayed. He'll have to react by queuing more legions in his base. And while the bomber isn't going to be terribly efficient if this lab is on a tight patrol order, likely the bomber will never kill it, but it looks like, well, just the speed of movement is gonna stop the bomber from dropping on the first pass. And that's a kill. Solid problems dealt with. But still, extremely important. Couple of kills here and nice lab from TA. So no early eco. You will often see T2 mechs rushed very fast on this map, but not this time. You have an NG being escorted to this expansion. The ACUs are moving as they normally do, vertically. Factory going down for TA here, which is normal instead of just grabbing the mexes. This factory does secure the expansion in the likely death of the NGs. The event of, I should say. But TA has a... well, I'm pretty confident this is TA's pick. Not entirely sure, but he would always pick this map versus me when we play WWPC. Is one of his best maps for sure. And it's showing in the score. Wow, Manread has so little power. 240 power income is quite insane at this stage of the game. And it's just some nice faff things there. Tank blocked this for a split second. Drove away for 5 minutes and then eventually the engineers decided to start throwing in the PGen. He's spamming through mid his tiny choke point, which is definitely unusual. TA probably overreacting, making 2 PDs here. I mean, if he can't kill one, if he can kill one, he can kill 2. If he can't kill one, well, that's all you need. Really nice, although probably should have placed it the first one over the rock, but he got it anyway. But this should deny... oh, already TA has fervor. Nice play from TA. That will often stop an ACU in its tracks and for quite some time can slow your opponent down hugely if you can just get a PD down in this expansion. And you usually should be able to get it down if your original NG sent there early on isn't killed. If you send a second NG, I mean, you just won't have time, the ACU will already be there, but fervors are pro PD killing machines. They just don't miss. And they have great damage. One Medusa would take a lot longer than a fervor. Manread is successfully raiding. Oh no. That is the problem with Aurora. 6 kills for that bomber. And some nice mass to pick up. Manread has secured his 3 mechs expansion. He's getting a couple of factories. You can get some nice reclaim, some factory attack move here. And a good scout from TA spotted these NGs and they should die to Aurora. So looks like no hard rush from either player. You would nearly expect the T3 upgrade to be started by now if they were going to do that. TA has grabbed this expansion and he's getting his HQ in this position. Interesting choice. I've seen him do this where he builds some of our long games on this map. He would have a huge base in this position with T3 PGens, T3 mexes even. Essentially having 2 bases, which is, well, aside from the efficacy of such a plan, it's just pretty fucking cool. Rather than just having 1 base. This factory looks like it's planned to be an upgrade factory. Usually when you just throw down a random factory, it gets upgraded, which is kind of bizarre when you have ones which are adjacent to mexes. I don't really know why it's the norm. I guess it's just so people don't know when you've gone T2, they can't see the factory change, but I don't think that's such a big issue. When you've already seen your opponent go T2, it's not really important. Because you just have to go T2 anyway, it doesn't matter whether he knows or not. If you're rushing, well then of course it can make a difference. No scouts left in this force, so they're gonna get wrecked basically. They are gonna pull Manread's forces out of position, but actually this is quite clever. Okay, he's actually still sending some units. I think could have just sent all these units away and just sent a couple of bombers. TA isn't gonna micro these to dodge or anything, so I wouldn't waste time with these forces. Just send a few bombers, it'll be fine. Huge power stall as Manread goes for range gun, assisted by 5 engineers. Now into the mass stall. Still quite a close game. That's a pretty cool scout to have. Obsidian's coming out. He only has a few planned, so perhaps we will see Harbs very soon. Or T3 upgrade, I should say. Tia doesn't seem like he has any plans to do that anytime soon. He has one T2 max upgrading. He has a second here upgrading, being assisted by a T2 NG. Doesn't really have mass to do that though. So we have double gun comm down here. Let's see what he can get done. Double gun comm should allow him to basically defend this. He can go on the attack, but he doesn't have any AA. But he can certainly just basically hold this area of the map with just his commander. Although when Harps come out, he can they can certainly run around him or fly over him in transports. You know. PD here, protecting a factory. Interesting. Fervor's coming out. Not sure why. Doesn't see any PD. Fervors are pretty dog shit versus units because they have, I don't know, no AoE or small AoE. Not very familiar with Aeon, to be honest. But it does look like he's gonna push here. Although he has no anti-air. Manread that is, he is gonna push down here with his double gun comm and a sizable army of Aurora. Excuse me. After this T2P gen, or maybe before it's finished, we'll see the T3 upgrade to his factory. The TA is getting a significant eco lead, and that is a very common way to win on this map, is to just have more T2 mexes than your opponent. Just out eco them. Play a bit of a longer game and just wear them down eventually. Really gotta keep up an eco on this map. Oh, this is a bad attack from TA though. There's no radar coverage. Doesn't know what's in front of him, and his obsidians are dying to Aurora. Supported by fervors. This is just not a unit composition you want. Obsidians kill PD anyway. There's no need to have fervors there. Obsidian supported by Aurora, that's quite nice. So you can allow Obsidians to tank a huge amount of damage and protect the Auroras. They do most of the damage because you're already going to be spamming them in large numbers, but and you don't want to make too many obsidians because they're quite power intensive. Still no T3 upgrade for Manread. Still no T3 upgrade for TA. But he's got to be afraid of this bush. He's making T2PDs. Wonder if this one will shoot the ground. No, he should be fine. You always have to be careful of positioning of your defensive structures. This PD refuses to die. As you can see, that nice wall T1 PD bug where you shoot past it and hit the wall behind. And maybe you kill that wall, then maybe you shoot another wall behind it. No, it looks like he's hitting the PD now. Did that go down to 0 HP before dying? Looks like it went to 0 HP and took an extra shot. Interesting. Bomber's gonna try and deal with this TMD from Manread. This is a nice position to have one in. Does that stun the production? Damn, I wish I was looking at that. I think that stun might stun the production of the missile. I'm not entirely sure. Pretty sure that loyalist stuns stops the production in factories. Here comes the TML. Is it going for this this PD? Gets cut out by this TMD. There's also TMD here and here, so he's quite well defended. Manread is really going all in here. But T2BD is just fantastic versus commanders, really. That alpha damage is huge. You have to dodge them. Manread can't dodge enough. I think TA felt pretty safe there. Nice defense. Nice play from TA. Again, no score. Kind of annoying.